Spinalonga Island is one of Crete's most famous landmarks. It's the ruins of a 500-year-old fortress built by the Venetians to defend themselves from the Ottomans, so the Turks with whom they were at war, and to protect their own merchant ships that kept being raided by local pirates, which actually were Greeks. We were the pirates back then. But then much later in the early 1900s, the Greek state decided to use the ruins of this medieval fortress as a leper island, meaning a place where all Greeks who were suffering from leprosy would be sent to for the rest of their life in order not to infect more people. This lasted all the way until 1957, and so the houses in which these people were living are still in a pretty good shape, and you can go and visit them. Spinalonga Island is located here, not too far away from Heraklion. Chania, on the other hand, is way too far. So if you're going to go to Spinalonga, you need to be staying in Heraklion, not Chania. Now, how can you get there from Heraklion? Well, I recommend you book this day trip I'm about to show you. It starts from Heraklion at 8 a.m. The first stop will be Agios Nikolaos, one of Crete's most picturesque towns. You'll have around 1 hour and a half there to walk around, discover all these very cute alleys and staircases. Or if you don't want to walk and you just want to chill by the water, there's plenty of cafes there, so you can also do that. After 1 hour and a half, time to hop back on the bus. And by the way, I recommend you sit on the right-hand side of the bus. That's where most of the good views will be at. And by the way, you can leave your stuff on the bus at each stop, since the driver stays there to guard the bus, so no need to carry your big backpack everywhere. The next stop will be Elounda town, famous for its lovely fishing port and this beautiful beach. You'll be there for 2 hours, and this is around lunchtime, so if I were you, I'd go for a swim first and then sit down at one of the local restaurants. Also, I recommend you grab some snacks and water, because the next stop will be Spinalonga, and the food and drinks there are the most overpriced thing I've ever seen in Greece. So remember, grab your snacks in Elounda. All right, at this point, you're gonna hop on the boat that will bring you to Spinalonga Island. It'll take around 20 minutes to get there. First, the boat will circle the island so that you get to see the fortress from all angles, and only then will the boat actually dock on the island. You'll have 1 hour and a half to visit the place. The first part you'll encounter as you enter the place are these houses, which is where the lepers used to live. These houses have been transformed into tiny museums with lots of historical background. For instance, you'll read how lepers transformed the place into a very lively community. They built schools, cafes, shops. There were even some weddings organized amongst the people there. So yeah, instead of just waiting to die from this incurable disease, they actually lived their life to the fullest, which I find very inspiring. And after that, if you want, you can climb to the top of the island, which is the proper fortress part, and the view from there is nuts. Now, getting up there only takes like 15 minutes on foot, but it is a bit of an adventure. There's a lot of loose gravel and it's pretty slippery, so only do that if you're wearing proper walking shoes. Please don't do this with flip-flops. And after that, on the boat ride back to Elounda, there will be a 20-minute swimming break in these beautiful turquoise waters. So don't forget to pack a swimsuit and a towel for this tour. And then you hop back on the bus and you'll be back in Heraklion around 6 p.m. Now, how much does all of this cost? Well, this is actually one of the cheapest day trips in Crete. It's only around 50 euros per person, plus 8 euros that you have to pay in person when you're entering Spinalonga. Where can you book this tour? Well, you can scan this or click the link down below. And as always, if you see multiple tours appear after clicking the link, the first one on the list is the one I recommend. All right, for the best wine and olive oil tour in Heraklion, you can watch this video. And for the very popular boat tour going to Dia Island from Heraklion, is this one. And there you go. That's it for today. Hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Bye.